Hello students, a very warm welcome to yet another exciting journey of learning English grammar. I hope you all are as fit as a fiddle. Well, can you guess today's topic? Let me give you a clue. You have a problem to be solved. So let's see if you can solve the problem. So kids, there are a few questions on the green board. You're going to fill in the blank with a, an or the. Let's see if you can solve this. So dash, cup and dash saucer. What can you fill here? Yes, you're right. It's a cup and a saucer. What about this? Dash ox and dash fox. Yes, you're absolutely right. An ox and a fox. Dash European and dash German. What do you have to fill here? No, my dear children, it's not an, it's a. So, a European and a German. Why are we using a over here? We will learn this in the class, in the video further. Dash woodcutter and dash axe. What is it? What will you fill here? Yes, you are right. A woodcutter and an axe. Dash tallest girl in the class. So, what will you add here? Yes, you are right. The tallest girl in the class. So, kids, we have filled these blanks with a, an or the. So, what are these a, an or the? Can you tell me? Yes, you are right. They are articles. So, today we are going to start with the lesson articles. What are these articles and what are the rules related to these articles? So kids, what are articles? Articles are basically a type of determiners. They are a, an and the. These articles are classified into two classes, that is indefinite and definite articles. So what is this indefinite and definite articles? We classify them into two, that is definite article indefinite article. So definite article, which article comes under definite article? It is the. So the is the definite article. What about indefinite article? It is a and an. This is a and an is the indefinite article, the is the definite article. So when do we use these articles? Now we use definite article when we are pointing out at something particular and the speaker and the listener both are referring to the same person or a thing, then you use the. And when do we use this a and an? We use a and an when we are talking about a thing, person in general sense. So kids, let's understand the rules of usage of the articles. So kids, let's look at the first use. Both a and an are used with singular countable nouns. Example, little Tim is eating an orange. So here they have used an orange. Orange is singular in number and it is a countable noun. Then I have a test today. I have a. And the next use is we use an before the words which begin with the vowel sound or vowels, and then we use a before the words which are beginning with consonants and the sounds of consonants. But there are exceptions. Like what? Like European, as I told you in the beginning of the class. We do not write an European, we write a European, a university, like that. And then honest, we write an honest person, an honest man. So why do we write this like that? Because the sound of H is silent here, though it is a consonant, the H is silent here and H begins with the sound of O, right? So we say honest man. Children, we do not say a gold, a water, a strength. because these nouns are uncountable, we use a before nouns beginning with a consonant sound. So these all are the examples. Further we use an before the nouns beginning with a vowel sound. As I have already told you, they begin with a vowel sound. For example, apple. A is the vowel and we use an before the letter A, apple, and we use A before the consonant. So here there is a consonant, we use A before it. So this way we use A and an. So kids, you must note that a noun may begin with one of the 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, but begin with a consonant sound. So while writing, it might be A, E, I, O, U, the word might begin with A, E, I, O, U, but while pronouncing the word, the sound is of consonant. That time we use the letter A, and then even though the consonant letter is there in the word, for the first word it is a consonant letter, but it sounds like a vowel, then we are using an. Same like honest man. So Neha has a university degree. University's degree, in this the vowel is spelt, U is there, right? But the sound is Y-O-O, U sound is there. So that's why we are not writing an university degree, we write a university degree. So this is one-way road. One-way road. It starts with or it begins with O, which is a vowel, but we are spelling it as or pronouncing it as the sound of the O, one, W-O-N, one. So here one way, one, W-O-N, one is there, and this is the sound which we are referring to. Kids, the next rule is that we use an before abbreviations that have a vowel sound. For example, an MP. So here, though the word here, the abbreviation begins with a consonant, but we are going with the sound. So we have to always take care of the sound and not the letter. So here when you are saying MP, a, so that's a vowel sound, right? So that's why we put an article an. Then an MA student, an MBBS degree. So kids, I hope you understood the usage of a and an. Let's begin with the usage of the. The is used before some proper nouns such as names of monuments, oceans, mountain ranges, holy books, directions, seas, rivers, newspapers, magazines, families and titles, etc. So for example, the Taj Mahal, the Pacific Ocean, the Alps, the Bible, the Arabian Sea, the Nile, the Khans, the Prime Minister. So kids, we use the before all these proper nouns. Then before names of some countries, we use the before some names of the countries like the West Indies, the United States of America. Before names of things that are unique and one of its kind. So we use the before unique things which are only one of their kind. For example, the sun, the moon, the earth, the stars, etc. Then we use before a singular common noun which represents the entire class. So we use the before the noun which refers to the entire class. It's a common noun. For example, the cow, the peacock, etc. Then we use before the superlative degrees. So all superlatives are having the before the adjective. So for example, the sweetest song, the darkest cloud. And then we use the before ordinals and other similar adjectives that show order. For example, the next chapter, the fifth key. And with parallel structures, example, the sooner you go the better. So here the sooner the better. So this is like the parallel structures. So kids, I hope you understood the usage of the. Kids, let's move on to the next topic, that means repetition of articles. So we will just understand the scenario where we are repeating the article. So here whenever we are talking about adjectives, say for a noun there is single adjective, then you know what to write. You either write a or an or the based on the rules. But here if we have more than one adjective, if we have two adjectives, then what do we do? When we have two adjectives, we should first make sure, or we have to check if it is for one adjective, is it for one noun or it is for multiple nouns. So if there are two adjectives for a single noun, that time you use the article before the first adjective only. For example, Sumit has a black and white cat. So Sumit has a cat which is black and white in color. So here there are two colors which the cat has, black and white. That's why we use the article a there. So we use a there. Then if the adjective is for, there are more than two adjectives for different number of nouns, then also you check that you are writing an article before each adjective. So for example, Sumit has a black and a white cat. Sumit has a black and a white cat. So what does it mean? It means that the child Sumit has a black cat as well as a white cat. So here the article, we are using a and the adjective is two adjectives. So we are writing two articles for each adjective. I hope you understood this rule. Next, let's move on to the omission of the articles. We will see how we can omit or in which scenarios we can omit the articles. So kids, let's understand the next topic, that is omission of articles. So there are many scenarios in which or where we do not use articles. We should not use articles. For first one, before the names of substances and abstract nouns which are uncountable and they are used in a general sense. So here for example, gold is a precious metal, wisdom is the gift of heaven. So here wisdom is abstract noun, gold is a substance. So we do not use an article before these two words. Next, before plural countable nouns used in general sense. So plural countable nouns like chocolates, pens, etc. So here children like chocolates, computers save time. Then you have before the names of meals used in general sense. For example, dinner is ready. What time do you have lunch? Next you have before the names of languages, such as we are learning English, I know Tamil. Before school, college, church, hospital, bed. For example, he goes to school regularly. We go to the church, we don't use the here, we use the word church without any article. So we repeat it, we go to church on Sundays. So kids, I hope you understood this rule of omitting the article. We shall meet again in the next week or in the next class, but before that let's wind up the lesson with a mind map. So kids, in today's class we learnt that articles are of two kinds or two classes. They are definite and indefinite. Which is the definite article? This is the, and indefinite article is a and an. And then we learnt the usage of these articles. We also learnt the repetition, and finally we learnt the omission of the articles. So kids, I hope you have understood the lesson really well. We shall meet again in the next video. Until then, you all take care and happy learning.